Trends versus noise. How do you separate true trend reversals versus fake outs? We're going to explore that tonight on the Aftermarket. See you in a few. Breakouts versus fake outs. How can you tell the difference? That's what we're going to explore tonight on the Aftermarket, and we're going to do it live. Welcome to the show. This is a stream that's been created for you, traders, to just have a place to come chill after the market, discuss strategies, discuss things like EMAs, things like VWAP, things like support and resistance, trends, and that's what we want to explore tonight. Trends versus noise. How can you tell a true breakout from a fake out? Because institutions certainly know how to play with the average retail trader. But if that average retail trader has training from a place like, if only there were a place like none other than American Dream Trading, who is owned, operated, and run by none other than Chad W. Christian, who is a 33-year stock market vet. He's got real world experience in real world trades, and he teaches us with real world training. He teaches us how to trade, not how to chase, right? Not how to gamble. He teaches us how to actually chart and create roadmaps to successful trades. And he's been doing that now live for over 3 years, although American Dream Trading is probably a good 4 to 5 years old. He's been live since August 1st of 2022. And let me tell you, there's about 14 people that are now seven-figure incomes. They now have seven-figure incomes, and they owe it all to Chad Christian, who taught them the strategies that they know and use on a day-to-day basis. And I know that's a staggering number. I know it sounds unbelievable, but it is absolutely true. He will tell you he gets paid his money to train. If you ever ask him, well, how much have you made trading? It's really none of your business. It's his job to train you how to make the money. He knows how to do it. So that's what we love about Coach. And that's what keeps us coming here day after day and continuing to learn and be successful. By the way, about 12 of those millionaires were never day traders. No experience day trading whatsoever. So before we get into all of that, I'm going to have to lean over here and find my little thumbnail there. It is the like, share, and subscribe. All right. We are trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, right? And right now, because it won't let me put it on the screen, right now we are sitting firmly at 16,325. So go ahead and smash that like button, hit the share out the content, especially if there's people who work from home, who have talked to you about the stock market. If you want to learn how to trade in the stock market, make sure you smash that like button, share the content, and hit subscribe so we can bring that number up closer to 20, right? If you would like to join American Dream Trading, you will go to none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com. And that is where you can go ahead and get signed up with many memberships that we have available to you. Right now, the cool thing is there is a 7-day trial going on. If you like to test the waters, come on. That's what we want, right? This is me, by the way, after 6 days of 20-hour or more fasting during the day. I am intermittent fasting, baby. And this is what happens to my energy level when I do that. So beware. Don't be scared. Beware. Speaking of which, October 22nd, join us. 22nd. October says too much energy because calm it down. October 2nd, we are celebrating our 5 500th episode of the Aftermarket. That's right. We've been coming to you 3 years live too, folks. 500 episodes. So Coach is going to be here. We're going to have probably a bunch of mods here, panel members, guests. We're going to do giveaways. We may even spin the wheel of cash. Who knows? He didn't say it, but hey, you never know. But it's a momentous occasion, so I hope you guys will join us and be here for that. But yeah, so let me see. Do we have anybody down in the chat yet? I got over here late because I get so addicted to being in our Zoom call. What is that, you might ask? Well, I know you know what a Zoom call is, but American Dream Trading members get the benefit of having a live Zoom call to learn from 4 a.m. all the way up to 4 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should set the time for 4:15 because when one of our members who is in there, who is one of those millionaires, by the way, gets on a rant, you don't want to leave that rant. You're getting nuggets. You don't. When do you get the opportunity to learn from millionaires on a day-to-day basis? So when they talk, you listen, right? But to the detriment of arriving on time, and that's just unacceptable. So we won't be doing that anymore. We got to make sure we leave a few minutes early, even though it's good stuff. But shout out to that panel member, and he knows who he is. He will grace the panel with his presence from time to time, and we enjoy it when he does. But yeah, let me see who is down there. Hold on one second. Let me go to. How about Robert Redford, huh? I've been having a weird day behind that. The Natural is my favorite Robert Redford movie. I love The Way We Were. I loved a lot of his stuff. Up Close and Personal with Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer. Uh, according to Bruno Mars, right? But yeah, Robert Redford, 89 years old. Shout out to him. We lost him today. To the other side, he has crossed over and he is doing Sundance on the other side of the realm now. But yeah, Robert Redford. So what are you gonna do, right? We all got to do it at some point. 89 years old. I saw an interview earlier with him where he was 70. Guy still looked good. He was still getting done. He was riding a dirt bike. I'm like, oh, look at this dude. He lived it right up until the end, right? That's how you have to live life, gang. You know, you got to live it to the fullest every day. That's like when you have bad trades, don't let that get you down. There's another day coming. You got to keep your spirits up, right? You got to be ready for the opportunities when they see it. And if you're sulking, you can't see opportunities when they present themselves to you. Listen, we've got a member who has a saying, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. You got to be prepared, right? Because you never know when the opportunity is going to strike. Term, for instance, is a stock today that was trading at around $2-3 initially when the market opened, went all the way up into what, 16, 17, $18, right? Come on, right? There was another one. FGI started out $4, went to $22. If you had 100 shares of it, you could have took $400 to $2,200. So unbelievable opportunities in the market today. Tomorrow, FMOC meeting, right? We got the Fed speaking. That makes for extreme volatility, right? And you need to be careful. And if you are a new trader, make sure you're not trading. That's right. I said not trading. Sit on your hands. You don't need to be involved in volatility when you don't know what you're doing. If you're trying to scalp, don't do it, right? If you're trying to sit in a trade, for sure don't do it because that thing will shoot up to high heaven and then next thing you know, it's going for the gates of hell in a moment's notice. So you don't want to be in a trade tomorrow when when the fit hits the sham. Okay, you just don't want to do that. So let's see here. Hopefully you guys had a green day today. There we are. I might. Nope, can't do that. James L, why are you down there and not up here? Because you don't have the link. Hold on one second. All right, hold on. I just saw Maria. Hi, honey. I love Maria. Maria, you're trading your ass off lately, aren't you? You go, girl. Get that money. Get it, get it, get it. I know you're getting paid. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. She inspires me so much. So much. All right. So here we go. You know what? Let's first off get the camera out of our grills, because as soon as you come up here, it's going to be in your face. So let's not do that. Let's catch it early this time. Whoa, I'm on the wrong thing here. There's the link. There it is. All right, James, here it comes, bud. Here it comes. Yesterday was James's birthday, and we celebrated it here at ADT. I think, is that paste? I think that's paste. All right, let's do it. There we go. I need my co-pilot up here. Shout out to James. We got Maria down there. We got Diesel Dan. What's going on, Diesel Dan? Now, I have to say it. America runs on Dunkin' Donuts, but here at American Dream Trading, we run on Diesel Dan. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Me and Mr. James.
Miss Dawn?
Mr. James, how are you?
I'm good. About 70%.
70. Why not 100, James? What's going on? Talk to me.
Because at my age, it takes takes longer to recover from shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll put $1 in the tip jar.
Yeah. Gotcha. Nice night, huh? One
No,
of
I
these
just stayed
nights.
home. Colin grilled some steaks for me, drank some beers. Just a nice family night at home.
Nice. Well, that's the best ones.
Oh, yeah.
That is the best ones, let me tell you. Just seeing who we got down there. Diesel Dan. Jeffrey. What's up, Jeffrey? Wonder if Froman's coming. You think Froman's coming? Oh, wow. Let me back up. Okay. Darn Cricket. What are you doing here? Hey, what's up, Darn Cricket? Gotta do it. You like that, James?
Did you see the fun house? I played a little bit more.
Oh God. Chad H, how you doing? Let me go check out the fun house real quick. What did he do? What did he do? By the way, stellar picture. Jen almost fell in the floor the minute she saw it. Let's see who we got here. Let's go over.
Well, you can't have that disco look without the disco suit.
Oh God, no, you didn't give him a John Travolta. Oh my God, yes you did. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say was suit. Oh, Mark.
It's Doug's fault. He antagonized it.
Oh man. Okay, look, and you got the floor. And you got the floor. Oh my God. That's the floor from the movie. I gotta do it.
Got to.
Got to. Here we go. Save. Our audience will see this tonight. I'm sorry. Sorry. Mark, are you watching or listening? Don't look at the screen, buddy. Love your face. This is why we do these things to you, because we love you. Okay, this better load. Okay, so good. I got a before and after too, because I still got the picture up from last night. Love it. Let's see.
Yeah, now you got a during work and after work.
Yeah, Mark after dark. Oh my God. Load for me, baby. Load. Oh, it did. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out so we don't echo. Okay, before. Let's do the before. Drum roll, please. Okay, where are you? Nope, that's video. Okay, here we go. Here's before, right? Mark in his in his work attire, right? Getting it done, getting his trading done. Look, you got me knocking stuff over. Now, check out Mark after dark. Woo! Staying alive. Well, well, you can tell by the way I'm a woman's man. Coach, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look. It's James, okay? He did it. He did it, right?
No, hey, Doug antagonized it.
Doug is always starting stuff and then not here to take the heat for it. Doug, get your buns in here, buddy. Look, he's the reason I made the American Dream Trading. You know what? And we started putting it up. Mark, oh my God. Has he seen this?
Yeah, he's seen it. just scroll up a little bit more. I'm guessing
man.
he doesn't like disco. Which, that just made it even better.
Oh, man. Well, he's got some ethnicity in him. He should like disco. Oh, man. Oh, that's bad, James. That is bad.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry, that's bad. Oh, my God. No, you did not do that. Look, when did Arlo start, right? She really lit some fire up in you with that. Chad H, what is going on? I said, hey, Polito, Cantu, what's going on? Let's roll, Corbin. Let's roll. What's up? Miranda, hey, baby. How are you? Miranda is so awesome, dude. Miranda, Maria, any of the M's that we have in here, right? Except for Mark. Psych, Mark. I'm just kidding. You know you my dog. I love you, Mark. All right, I think that
so
might.
Your topic tonight: trends are static.
Yeah, well, trends are noise. Yeah,
Noise. Yeah, same
yeah.
difference.
You like that?
I do.
Okay, so Grok.
I was trying to comment on the live when what was the name? Carmen. I think it's Carmen. Brought it up. Basically, how to
just now. Yeah.
Well, in the premium live.
Yeah.
This afternoon, she brought it up because you were talking about different topics.
Yep.
And she was talking about recognizing different chart patterns.
Yeah.
So, and that was my thought was trends, Tuesday trends, but it didn't go through. It went out somewhere, but it didn't go through.
Well, trend versus noise is what we're talking about. Breakouts versus fake outs. How can you tell, right? So I took Froman's advice and I did go over to Grok. Did you say you look at Grok too from time to time?
Yeah. I've got Gemini, Grok, Copilot.
Wow. All right, trends versus noise, right? It said break it down. Price above. Okay, here's how we can tell. Price rising above VWAP. The EMAs slope up. So if the price is rising above VWAP, and we're going to pull up a chart so we can see examples of this. If the price is rising above VWAP, which the price action is in what? The candles, right? And it's above VWAP and the EMAs are sloped up, which we did VWAP training, we did EMA training, and the EMAs are sloped up. Chances are you are going to get an upward spike and it's going to last for a while. It's not going to be one of those fake breakouts. But all of those confluences need to be there. So let's pull up Webull. All right, there we go. Share window. It's right here. Bam. Okay. So in this, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to, I kind of took a look at Apple and took a broad look. I don't know how big a screen you've got, but on the trading view and scrolled it out basically as far as I could.
Uh-huh.
And I know this leans more
You want to
towards.
share that? Do you have
I
that
know
up?
this leans more towards. I can.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's do that because yeah, let me stop sharing because I'd like to see that. So wait a minute, hold on. Where's my thingy? Come on. Oh, we got somebody else coming up here with us. There we go. Okay, screen's all yours. Let me get the door. Oh, that's you. Okay, go ahead.
So this is it to me. It's a little wonky, but
So what are we're looking at
if you look
Apple over
at,
what time frame?
I'm on the 2 minute time frame.
Okay.
I'll make the line a little bit bigger so we can see it a little clearer. So this is more towards chart pattern than trend, I believe. But if you look at, this is today,
Okay.
and the market opened, and you see where it come up to,
Yeah,
and the blue line I got there.
I do.
Go back over here
How
to
far back
September
is that?
5th, and what do
Okay.
you see there?
The same level, right?
Yep, that's a double top.
Yeah.
So you come out here, and like I said, it's a little wonky shape, but if you look at it with one eye squinted, you kind
It's
of
a
got a
cup.
large cup
It's
and
a
a handle
cup.
forming.
Wow.
And
So,
you can see that by just scrolling out a little bit. Take a look at the bigger picture.
all right, let's put it to the test. Those of you down in the chat, what does it mean? What does a cup and handle mean potentially mean for Apple right here? Because is that bearish? Because it is trending down on that end tip, right? Let's see if you know your stuff. Is that bearish or bullish? Leonard Jones, welcome. F2, welcome. Good day, F2. And once again, Keither, it's been a minute. What's going on? Carolyn Derrick. Hey, honey. Bayside Jim. Wow. These are names I haven't seen in a while. Froman. What is going on? I loved it. It came up with tonight's show. And yeah, you're right. It's got a lot of good stuff. F2, all things are going. Oh, I thought he was answering the. Keither, unfortunately, I won't be able to join the panel. No, today. Oh, he's at work. Someone let Dawn know I'm here. I see you, baby. That's little bro. That's little bro now. You are officially my little brother. Vegan knowledge. Hi, baby. Diesel Dan. Nice. Is somebody gonna answer? Is a cup and handle a bearish or bullish chart pattern? Which means what for Apple once we get this answer?
Well, we gotta wait on the delay, Don.
I know. Diesel Dan, what's up, Jen? Got you. Yay, he accepts. My little bro right there. How you doing? How you doing? Is it a bullish or bearish pattern on the screen for Apple, right? Cup and handle. What kind of pattern is that? Bullish or bearish? Somebody down there knows what it is. Okay, so Palm Coast. If you play hockey and call hit and get hit in the cup. Can you handle it? You know what, Palm? Seriously? What is with these people? Pebbles. Yes. Pebbles, I can always count on Pebbles to come through with a right answer correct here lately. Pebbles saved the day. Thank you, because I was beginning to worry. It is bullish, people. So James has kindly given us a nugget here. Those of you take it for what it is. Read the chart, right? So, James,
Well,
would you
and,
care to
and
elaborate?
to add to it, if you want to look at this level right here, and this is just vaguely what 237.36. Look at
Okay.
how many points of contact we have above and below and right around that point.
Several, which to me makes it a gold level. Y'all like that, Ron? Did you pick up that? Did you pick up what I just put down? Fro man, I know you like
Now,
that.
admittedly, that might be a little bit of a cheat because I do watch the live chat from time to time, and may or may not have heard David call it out a few times.
And there is such thing as the Apple chat. So. Oh man, James. Okay, so hey, that's what it's all about. And the funny thing is, we're talking about trends versus noise. This is a good way to decipher noise. Learn your charts, learn these patterns, learn what the EMAs and the charts and the candles, all of that is speaking a language that you need to learn if you're going to be a trader, right? And I love the fact that you're using a chart pattern, you're showing us what's what, and we've been taught correctly. So we know that traditionally cup and handle chart patterns are bullish. So that means once Apple finishes doing its little handle here, chances are it may break into new highs then. Because is that it's high or what? Because I don't trade Apple like that.
Now, for me personally, like Coach says, never try to guess bottom or never try to guess top.
But that 237, is that Apple's high? Because
the 241.24.
Yeah.
The very top. I don't.
You know what? I guess we can ask Weeble, right? Hold on.
I was gonna say we'll
I'll go
scroll
look at
out.
the.
No, it's
But
not
that'll
its
give me the
ultimate high.
52-week high. Right, right.
And that's looking at the 4 hour. Let's look at the daily.
Maybe go to the yearly.
12 months. Wow, that got compacted.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, no, it is not its all-time high. All-time high is 260 on the wick. The body 250.54.
Okay, so Apple's got a lot of room to go. So that's good for our cup and handle pattern because that means it's got breathing room that it's been at before and not all-time high. If it was at all-time high, what can happen is it may get up there and choke, right? So yeah, good stuff.
Well, and see, that's a question I've often had and tried to get a ballpark idea about when you see a cup and handle forming.
Yeah.
Roughly where would you look for the handle to stop?
That's the thing.
Right. So
Right.
you can't guess that, but an educated wish, in my opinion, not financial, tax, or investment advice, I would be looking for it to pull back to that gold level and see if it doesn't find a strong support there.
Right. Retest it. Right. So
Right.
yep. I think you got one there. And then you kind of have a double bottom if you scroll over a little bit the other way. Other way.
Other way?
Yep. See right in there where it dips down?
Yeah.
That probably is a good double bottom spot right there too as well.
Well, now, if I zoom in a little closer, you get a better look. Right above that gold support level.
Uh-huh.
is the previous day high.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that's you're not talking about much separation there.
Yeah. And previous day high is an extremely strong level.
So that's what,
One of the
238.20 and roughly 237.36.
Mm-hmm.
So about $1.
See, and I think Apple's range is what, like a couple bucks? I've heard David say $2 in that range.
I think it was 2 to 3.
Yep.
I'll be honest with Apple. I'm not 100% on that. I don't even want to speculate.
Hey, how come the bell didn't ring when F2 came in? Hey, man, I see you. What's up, F?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Work today, traded a little bit, and catching up all things at the house. So
a little bit. I love it. I love it. You are just getting so consistent with Apple. So how do you feel about our assessment of what's happening here with it?
Did you catch it? Right on about a $4 to $5 range.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, F2. I was reading the chat. I mean, interrupt you, sir.
You're fine. I enjoy it. Like anything, any points of view or anything that's being brought to my attention, I want to absorb everything that everybody sees. Something, it could be something I don't see, and it's bringing the light to my eyes, saying, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So we might be looking for Apple to go up a little bit, here soon. Not to create any type of bias whatsoever, because we don't trade biases over here. But this is just something to give us a roadmap. That's all. Not to create a bias. It's just you got to have a roadmap, though. You can't just fly blindly into these trades. You got to have a trading plan, and we've talked about that before. So it looks like, you've kind of dispersed a lot of the noise and given us a trend to look forward to, James. So thank you for that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. That is exactly how you do it. Trend versus noise, right? These are examples of how we clear a lot of the noise out and focus on what we're seeing. Now, somebody who has no idea what they're looking at would just look at that and they'll just see a bunch of candles and stuff and lines. But we look at that and we take that as information that we can decipher what the stock might be thinking, right? So let me pull up the screen that I had as well. Hold on, let's see here. It's not going to be as good as yours, James. But some of the things that can help us determine what's happening are EMAs, VWAP, and the 200, and we've been looking at that a lot lately. This right here is TURB, which is a stock that one of our members, Palm, turned us on to earlier today. And look what it did this morning. I think I heard the doorbell that time. All right. Easy Jack. Oh. Hey, man. What? Easy Jack, what's going on, brother?
How's it going, Don? James, the crew?
Good. How are you?
I'm only here for a little bit. Going in real quick. I saw you guys break down Apple.
Yeah.
On the long time. I was the
What'd
one
you think
that
about
was replying to James. Yeah, I was actually replying to James under EROB. That's me. But I played that long. Okay. I was telling James that I played a intra-week swing because I saw that Apple had a chance to move up to that 240 level, 241 to be exact, and played out exactly what the charting told me. I took some notes from Palm before. He says that the chart likes to complete itself. It looked like it was halfway there based on the trading view screen that he had up earlier. And I said if it broke this level and it holds, then most likely it's going to go all the way up to 238, and then after 238, 241. and then I was pretty close on the dot. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
Sold
pretty
out,
awesome, man.
sold out
That's
today.
awesome. Good
Yeah, yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah. Good play, good homework. Did it all on Sunday, and charting makes a difference. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it does. That was what I was going to ask you. What do you think about charting, and how has it helped your game being a trader here at ADT?
Well, I would say it's super important. I mean, I 90% of my trades are on the phone, through the phone, and I don't always have time to look at the L2. So I try to put the lines. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously Nate wouldn't use lines, and a lot of us use lines, but I would try to see the big lines that he had and see if it worked out. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wasn't. It wouldn't, but I try to refresh my lines every month. I erase them completely, and then I color code them into two colors, three colors
Hmm.
max.
Nice.
Uh, I saw a video that Ange explained how she likes to put like last week's high, last month's high, and made them into horizontal rays. So I've been doing
Hmm.
that a lot lately. I'll switch them once a week. If I'm like, let's say next October, I erase all my lines. I'm gonna go last month's high, last week's high, last week's low, and then yesterday's high and low, and then the pre-market high and low. And
So let
then
me ask
those
you
are,
this. That's
yeah,
awesome. Go
yeah, and
ahead.
then just on top of like all the other important lines, you know what I mean? But I stopped adding lines at the 2 minute time frame
Hmm.
because it's too much. So what I've been doing is I'll go on the daily, on the 4 hour, and then the 1 hour. And then if I do zoom in at the 2 minute time frame and there's something obvious, I'll probably add a line there.
Nice.
Yep. Yep.
So, did you get that training here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
American Dream Trading.
Yep.
This
Got the
is what
trading.
this,
I got the
this
training, and hopefully the trading comes soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Oh, it will, because you know why? You're not focused on profits, you're focused on the process. And that's what we try to train people here to do, right? You're
Right.
not going to get the process profits until you get the process down and get consistent with it, right? Like what's happening with F2 right now. It
Oh
took him a
yeah.
while to get the process down. Now that he's got it, he's gotten successful, and he's consistently successful. So it will
Yeah.
happen if you put the time in, and that's what you're doing, and that is
I,
amazingly awesome.
I'm not shy about asking questions. I've asked F2 lots of questions in the Apple chat, and I ask Palm when I get a moment, or David, or I mean anybody, anything, anytime. I mean, shit, $5,000 for the diamond was expensive, so I'm not gonna take it lightly.
Gotta get your
Um,
money's worth.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
asking, I'm asking the questions, and I'm trying to get involved, and I'm like, okay, I gotta put my money where my mouth is, right? So,
Make it
uh,
pay off, because most
yeah,
people do that get that diamond, they end up getting the training that they need, and probably not only matching it but doubling it within maybe their first 6 months to a year. So keep doing what you're doing, right?
yeah,
I've
yeah,
witnessed that on several occasions. That's why I can say those numbers. So
yeah.
I have literally witnessed that. So wow, well that's awesome. And have you, like, basically with that, are you paper trading right now, or are you using real money?
No, I've been using real money. I do paper trade when I run out, like
Right,
let's say buying power.
right.
But
You
let's
feel
be
you're ready
honest.
for real money?
Let's be honest. There's no fun in there, and then it's just hoopla, right? Like I do
Yeah,
practice my trading view replay a lot. Actually, I do that like a lot on the weekend.
I do too.
Like so, for instance, I asked F2 last week how he got, where he entered and when he sold and how much he shed and all those things, because I was like, okay, I wasn't in that play. I was in Tesla, who had
Hmm.
literally no red candles last week, and I got out too early. And he, F2, did the same thing with Apple, where there was a couple of red candles, and he literally handled it without no emotion. And I was like, okay, that's what I need to do, because I am trading emotionally based on my
Hmm.
P and L. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, no joke. I told my wife, hey, I'm gonna trade. We have it scheduled. We have it planned. I have at least 2 hours in the morning from 7:30 to 9:30. I'm like, if I could get it in, I'm done. And what I did was on Friday, I got in on Tesla right away. I knew my levels, and I said, if it breaks this, it's going to go up. And it did. I had all these white lines marked, literally from which are my white lines are on the daily. The night before, I literally had marked them just last night. I was like, oh man, we're approaching new levels right now, so I got to get those lines in. Every single one almost hit exactly, and it was just impressive and just like crazy how it's so actually I mean, it's just real, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not
it makes you
it's
feel like you're
those are
psychic,
real
right?
numbers. Yeah, real numbers though,
Yeah,
right? That people are really using. So
yeah.
I got out because I got in on the $200 contract and it tripled. I mean, it went all the way up to 600 and my wife is sitting me right next to me. I'm like, I already made $600, right? I'm like, I'm blowing up, right? Because she's always like, you ain't making shit, you're wasting time, right? Let's be honest. Right? Like, all right. So I'm like, all right, well, this time it's real, right? This time it's real. But if I would have stayed after back testing, I literally could have made 3 times that amount with that
Yeah,
single contract. You know what I mean? So that's where I
I do.
learned that, like, okay, I need to really focus on the emotion because yes, I mean $300 and literally or $500 and no joke, 10 minutes or less with Tesla at the speed that it runs is it can hurt you so bad. But when it pays so well, right? And I
Yeah, it
learned that
Well,
does.
it's good to back
yeah,
test and,
yeah.
see, learn to trust your indicators and see what you could do to change to be able to stay in longer and when to stay in longer.
And I
But
totally asked
don't
Palm
get
that,
yourself
yeah.
worked up, with FOMO over money you left on the table. You
Yeah,
got
Oh,
you took
green,
your
you got
green.
out.
and that's why I've been saying I've been trying to share this quote with everybody in the group: greed over green, or green over greed.
Yes, you need
So
to get that on a T-shirt. I heard you say it the other day. That's
and
awesome.
honestly, I'm not FOMO'd out like I used to, James.
Yeah.
Like I used to be like, oh man, damn, I could have made a lot more. And then you do the revenge trading thing. You go through the whole levels of all that. But
Hmm.
I'm happy. I had a goal of okay, $50 or $40 a day this week will raise my account by this much. And I
Nice.
also watched a video where Palm and Eminem talked about compounding your account, and that's what I've been aiming at. So my goals every day are compounding, literally 3%. If I can get
Good.
3%, everything else
Good.
is gravy, right? So
Nice.
yeah, just taking what I know, what I learned.
That's what you got to do. Good job. I'm proud of you, man. That's way to go. Good
That's awesome.
example.
Yep.
Shining
So
example.
I'm thankful for everybody sharing their time, answering my questions and my curiosity. It's really appreciated.
Well, we appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming in here and sharing that and being transparent on the
Yep,
panel of the
yep.
show.
All
Don't
right,
forget
guys, I gotta
October
go.
2nd. Don't forget
I gotta
October
go to my
2nd. You got
doctor's
to hang out.
appointment. Yeah,
You
but
heard me?
what? No, I
You
gotta
heard me?
go. I gotta go, but I'll be right back. I'll be back. If not, I'll be in the chat in the text.
All right. Got
All
you.
right,
Bye.
peace.
Peace.
At least it wasn't an Irish goodbye, Don.
I know, right?
He did duck out pretty quick when you started pointing that finger, but I'm out. I gotta go.
I'm like, yeah, man. I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. I'm like, all righty. I was just saying, come hang out with us on October 2nd. But PW, what's up? Everybody, I see a lot of people in the chat tonight. Please don't forget to smash that like button and go over in the Traders Lounge and say the aftermarket is rocking tonight. They're talking about trends versus noise, and they're getting it done over there. Bucko, what's up, buddy? I can't wait to come over to crypto tomorrow and see what you guys are talking about. 1% a day creates millionaires. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does. Now, I know there's some of you probably say, oh, no, she's going to crypto. I don't care. It doesn't hurt to be well rounded, right? Doesn't hurt to be well rounded. I just want to at least go give myself a chance to hear what they're saying. Bilal, I see you down there. Welcome. I like saying Bilal. Bilal! Erob. Oh, Erob. We just talked to Erob. Okay, Fredwick. What's up, Fredwick? How art thou? Palmco said, Bucko. Speaking of where's Eric Smoto with the let's go? Be present. I love that. Way to go. Big knowledge JJ said it's embarrassing. No. James, you think you're bad with the jokes, right? I'm telling you, I live with the joke master. We used to call her Jen Jokes, right? Because she's full of them. Let's see. Okay, so I had Turb pulled up. Let me pull it back up. Terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible, James. It's terrible. What the hell did I just do?
That's a terrible joke.
That is not what I wanted to share. Shut up, James. Oh, they do have picture in picture. That's interesting. I have to play with that. Actually, let's see. Wow. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's you guys. Okay. That makes me real big. Stop it. That makes me real big. I thought it was the screen that I share, but I'm not sharing. So, yeah, that was a squirrel moment right there. Okay, now let's see what it does. It does. Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, we're like Coach now. Look at that.
Dawn found a new toy.
Yay. Okay. We don't have green screen behind us, but it's all good.
You do.
I know, but it doesn't take like everything, my whole background out like it does with them. You need OBS for that. But OBS, man, that's like rocket science to me. Okay, so we're looking at clearing out the noise, right? So indicators and VWAP can be used to help with that, right? If you take a look at what Turb did this morning, right? It started out, what started as a joke. Okay, so the low of the day was $5.33, right? Went all the way to high of day. $13 and no 19 is that 19 $19.74. So you made $16 a share from here to here. And what would help you stay in that, and how would you know it's not just a false breakout like some of these things do? Because in the morning, right, these stocks in particular are famous for something that we call a pop and drop, which means basically a false breakout. It goes up real good, looks like it's going to, trend to the upside, and then it has a drastic drop from people taking profit and selling off, sometimes never to recover, right? Well, in this situation, if you take a look at VWAP, because VWAP is what? Volume weighted average price. So if you take a look at where the average price was, it was sitting right here. And I'm just going to talk about, instead of specific pricing because of the eye situation, I'm going to just basically paint broad strokes here. This is VWAP, right? And the stock first started out in the morning. This was the pre-market. It got out of the pre-market, and this is the regular market. It shot up past VWAP. So this is a good indication that, hey, something good's probably going to happen here, but I'm not going to get in. Why? Because we're also taught never to go in the first 30 minutes of the day, especially when you're new traders or don't have experience scalping or whatever have you, right? So at least wait, F2, you said you wait about 15 minutes, don't you? About 15 minutes?
I think it's 3 to 5.
Yeah.
The first 3 to 5 are the most volatile.
Absolutely, most volatile. Same thing with the end of the day. Last 8 minutes of the day is the most
Last,
volatile.
Last 8 to 5 minutes.
Yep. So it pops up, but look what also pops up with it. Here you have the 9 EMA indicator, which is the scalping indicator, and the 21. You have the 9 above the 21, which is where you want it to be. And you also have, this is, I got to change that color. Okay, so it wasn't over VWAP just yet. This is VWAP here, and this is my 55, right? So as it climbs, we're looking for an entry point because I wouldn't have been in here. Why? Because all of the indicators are chopped up with VWAP. They're all level, right? But then you can see here where it starts to give you the trend versus the noise, right? You've got this gamma candle here, which popped out above VWAP and above the 9, right? Now we want to wait for a break and hold situation to let us know it's staying that way. So you had another candle, even though it ended up turning into a shooting star or an inverted hammer, it started on the shoulder of this previous candle. When they come in on the shoulder, you see what happens. Look at this, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. It continues in that direction. So this, you can tell, initially started on the shoulder, went up, and then got pushed down by the sellers. But it started on the shoulder. Then the next one is another doji, and it starts equal with that. But then here we go with the shoulder, and it continues up, a gamma candle. And this is what Richard would call a controlling candle, right? So once you have this controlling candle, which is now broke and held, it's in a holding position over the 9. That's your clue. The 9 is over the 21. It's over VWAP. The 21 is beginning to break over VWAP. That is how you can tell. If it had stayed like this, it would have possibly been a fake out instead of a breakout, right? Like what happened here. You got the 9 over the 21, that's all fine and good, but it's not over VWAP, is it? So it broke out like gangbusters at the open, but look what it did. That was a fake out, ladies and gentlemen, because everything was not separated and aligned the way it should be. And usually you'll find that happens in the first 15 minutes of the day, right? It's really volatile up, down. Sometimes it can continue through here. So that's when you sit on your hands and wait for the setup. Wait for the proper breakout instead of the fake out. Wait for the EMAs to be one on top of each other. The 9 obviously leading the way, then the 21, then the 55. And they should all preferably, not just these two, they should all preferably be over VWAP. But if you got the 9 and 21, you're doing pretty good there. And as you can see, it continued to climb, right? And then it got this period of consolidation here where it had a few dojis, right? And then it started stair-stepping down a little bit. And then it broke the 9, right? But it didn't really hold the 9. It came here, but then it bounced off of the 21 and kept to the upside. So this normally, if it broke and held the 21, if I had been in this trade, that would have been my out. I would have taken this money. I would have been happy with that. And that would have been the end of it. I would have had FOMO a little bit about this, but I would have gotten over it because I was green, right? So anybody got anything they want to add? I know I'm talking a lot, but.
So the thought process. Dawn,
okay. Yep.
Say you were good enough to get in this at $3 when it opened at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
And you get up there to that point, and it got a little rocky there at first.
Yep.
But you're still in profit. And now the market's open, you can set a stop. So it follows the 9 up for quite some time. Do you, in your mindset, do you keep your stop if it breaks and hold below the 9, or do you give it to the 21?
Well, I'm curious, when you said here still in profit, you would have gone negative here if you stayed in it, right? I wouldn't have even entered this.
Well, because if you go back to I I haven't looked at what the price was when it opened.
Yeah, it was. Well, let's see.
It was 562.
Okay,
is
right.
where it opened. And if you got in it, if you saw it and caught it right at 8 o'clock this morning when it opened, you could have gotten in at, anywhere from $3 to $5.
Oh, you're talking about pre-market.
Pre-market, right.
Okay, yeah, pre-market. Right. I'm talking about the opening at the bell. But yeah, back here, yeah, I haven't even touched that.
Well, I'm fantasizing best case scenario.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't even want to talk about this because this is like some $3 shit going on here. This is just crazy.
Yeah.
But the reason why I went with this is because you can use stops and stuff like that. So that's why I started at pre-market. You can't use stops, right? So I wanted to do the example from the market open because that's where the fit really hit the shan right there, right?
Well,
but yeah, if you take a look back at that,
to be to my point, if you get in low enough, no matter what time it is, you get in at a low enough price at the right time, and it does get up that high, you get that far into profit. When do you change your mindset to, I'm going to give it instead of
right?
if it breaking holds the 9, I'm out. I'm going to give it to the 21.
Right here or right here, like anywhere before here, you're good. Like from here on, I would not have, honestly, I wouldn't have gotten out because I would be way in the profit if I got in at this level, right? Because look where it topped out at. So, and the cool thing is, this is not options we're talking about. We're talking about shares.
Right.
So at this point, I personally, if I had gotten in here, I would have stayed in this, even with that like that, because I'm so far in the profit. So
you see right there at the open, if you got in where you're talking about, even though it come down to the 55.
Yeah, like right here, I've done this before. I've literally made plays like that before where I got in the weeds and it did stuff like this at the open. I didn't budge because look where I'm at. It's doing all this above me. Somebody mentioned Nate. He used to talk about as long as support is above me, I'm good to go. So yeah, yep. I would have stayed in it if I had gotten in down there because support was above me at that, but way above me. So this has no concern to me because I'm already way in the money. And then this would have just been icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you're entering in if you're looking to trade at the bell, say you're somebody who is not in VIP and you're not in the pre-market and you come in at 8:45 or whatever have you. But yeah, you would have waited here, right? If you're just getting in the trade, you would have waited for this section here, break, and then hold of this 9 EMA indicator. And now the fact that everything trend, not noise, everything is pointed in the up direction. VWAP is pointed up, 9's pointed up, everything's pointed up. Maria has mentioned it before. The 55 acts as a trend indicator because it's a way longer time frame, right? And it's pointed up. So that right there, all of those confluences break through the noise. Don't get caught up in the noise. Watch the trend. Watch for everything to line up the way that it does here. And sometimes you may have to sit on your hands for that to happen, right? Be patient. Be patient. It's worth it. Those couple of losses you took, think about if you had sat on your hands and waited for right setups, right? You wouldn't be now, break even because you took some losses because you didn't wait. You could be all profit, baby. All profit. So, and it continued to climb, even here. I wouldn't have gotten scared out until it broke under this 21 right here. When the 9 and 21 got together and it's riding it. And think about it. Even at this point, if I got in at the open, my support is way above me. But I would have gotten out here because I don't know now if it's going to go ahead and continue because look, everything's lining up to the downside now, right? So I don't know if it's going to continue to the downside. So yeah, I would have been out here. And then we heard Maria saying earlier that she thought maybe she got out too early. Hey, no such thing, girl. No such thing. You took green. Way to go. But I think she got back in it. And then you can see the reverse happening here, right? Let me not mess up my settings here. You can see the reverse happening here. Now the EMAs are under. And this reminds me of the training we did, F2. The 9 has broken under VWAP, and the 21 is following it just like it should, right? So now you've got, and the candles are under the 9 instead of breaking and holding above it. It broke and held under. And that's your trend, right?
Well, and the only drawback to this is you can't see the L2 movement at this time.
Right. But the L2 is another indicator over here that basically tells you where they're looking to buy in and where they're looking to sell, the bid and the ask side. And that is also a tool that we use in here quite a bit. Is there any questions down there in the chat, James, or anything?
Not really any questions I've seen. Some basic discussion.
All right. Yep. I don't mind getting out too soon if I'm green. There you go, PW. That's right. Just being green is where I am in my journey. Nice. I've had 24 of the last 27 days green, and I'm happy about that. That's why, because you're not being greedy. You're being greeny. Easy, Jack. You like that? You're being green, right? You got to learn to be green and not use greed. So, yep. And therein lies our trend versus noise lesson for today. James, that was good stuff, man. I like that Apple stuff you were talking about. That was really good.
Yeah, thank you. I like your walkthrough on Turb.
Well, thank you.
We had a bit of fun with the name today, though, but you know.
Gee, I don't even. We're gonna let it go.
You know something though, if you think about it, really, I think that may be why this community works so well. Because for this wide of a group to cover as many different areas as we do, if there's not a certain level of twistedness, you're just not going to make it. You're just not.
I love the twistedness word. Yeah, because we are twisted in this group. Okay, Coach calls us the band of misfits, right? Brand of what misfits? Something misfits, but yeah, that would be us. We're a family in here, right? So we can poke fun at each other. We can have disagreements with each other, and we can learn from each other. So that's what we do in American Dream Trading. And once again, let me go ahead and put that link because that is pinned. Well, I didn't pin it, but it is in the description of the video, and it is in here. Hold on one second. That is americandreamtrading.com, right? And to be a part of this band of misfits, you can go right there and get signed up. But there is a 7-week free trial going on. So you get a chance to test run the waters. Come join our free Discord. Get in on the Zoom call. Come hang out with us in the aftermarket. Get to know the moderators. Listen to what's being taught throughout the day for 7 days. And then you get to make a decision whether it's worth staying or not. But trust you me, you're going to come in, you're going to want to stay. So, and we have all kinds of plans, whether it's monthly or you want to just get it out of the way for the year. We've got crypto, we've got futures, whatever kind of training you're looking for, stocks and options, obviously. We've got it here. So, and tomorrow, don't forget, those of you that are crypto fans, 7:15 tomorrow night is the crypto Zoom. So Chris and Bucko will be in there giving us the goods. I'm sure James will be in there. He demonstrated how good they are. If you can teach him something, you're doing good. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm a lot like J Dog in the aspect I'm really trying not to violate the paper trade for so long, because I'm really, really considering, just throwing $20 in it.
I know
20
you are.
bucks.
Yeah. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Keep
But
doing.
at the same time,
Yeah.
I want to do it right.
Do
And
it. Do
follow
it
the
how Mark
training
did
and
it.
the roadmap.
Do it how
So
Mark did it. Mark paper traded gold and oil and all that for months, at least weeks before he actually put money in that account. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about amounts or anything. Before you get your panties or your afro in a bunch. I'm sorry. Ah! I got to do it one more time, James. I got to. We got Mark before, where he's in his work attire, and then we've got Mark after dark, and he's staying alive. Courtesy of James L. All right, y'all. I'm done being goofy. I'm gonna go eat for the first time today, and go have a salad. Anything you guys want to add before we get out of here? F2, awesome freaking day again, man. Awesome day again. I'm flabbergasted.
Thank you.
I'd say keep it up,
Thank
brother.
you very
But
much.
I mean, if I'm completely honest, it's not shocking anymore.
It's old hat now, but we're proud because we are watching your journey to 7 figures, right? Because that's where you're on your way. You can't stop the train now. It's already freighting along, man. You are a freight train on a collision course with destiny. So own it.
I'm definitely still. I mean, I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah.
And it's not any less amazing. It's just not. Oh my God, he did what?
Start picturing what you're going to do when you get there, because that'll make it happen even faster. And that's no pressure or anything, but just start, because I know you have imposter syndrome, because I know, right? But start picturing what you're going to do if you haven't already, what it's going to feel like, what you're going to do, what's the first thing you're going to do when you realize you've hit it, and live in that moment, because that will speed up the process quicker than you can imagine of it happening without you doing anything different than what you're doing right now, right? But yeah, it's gonna, because remember, Mark, well, yeah, we're gonna let that go, but yeah, and just enjoy the journey. I'm sure you are, but just continue to enjoy the journey and don't put any unnecessary pressure on yourself. And yeah, you deserve it. Enjoy it. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Are you speechless?
Worried a little bit.
No?
Worried a little bit about what could possibly be in the future. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you, but the cool thing is there's things you won't have to worry about anymore. I can tell you that. And the cool thing is you're surrounded by knowledge. And by that, I mean you have so many knowledgeable people that are way above that level that can help you. And you know they will when you get there. So, you know what I mean? What to do with it, how to manage it, what lawyers and all that stuff you need to have in place. You got tons of people, you know, somebody else just went through it that we know. So, and he's got himself all set up, and you got, you know, everybody that's there from coach on through some of the mods that can help you with all of that. So once you get there, you still got help. Yep. You still got help. See, that's the cool thing. We have people in this group who are trading with $20, and then we've got people that are trading with $20 million trades. So yeah, this is a huge melting pot of traders, and there's something for every level, somebody to help you at every level. So this is the place you want to be. I'm going to end it with Coach's Rules, gang, and our anthem by Ken Mayfield. Y'all have a good night. Peace and blessings.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. you must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream train, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see. Success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream beam trading, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you helped me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.